This is Earth, a rocky planet revolving around the Sun, keeping enough distance which makes it not too hot, not too cold. This makes the Earth a worthy home for life in the solar system. But is the Earth only planet which hosts life? Are we alone in the universe? It would be our sheer arrogance and ignorance if we think we are the only one in the universe. There are billions of stars like Sun in the Milky Way galaxy. And some of the stars have high chance to have planets like Earth. Many of the stars are older than the Sun. So some of the planets could have easily developed intelligent life long ago. It is very much possible that some of the civilizations have already developed interstellar travel, something which we humans are still investigating. Even at the slow pace of current situation, the Milky Way galaxy can be covered within millions of years. And since their planets are older than our 4 billion years old Earth, so we should have been visited now by them. But we don't have any conclusive proof that can convince us about the alien intelligent life. Now this is a paradox, popularly known as Fermi paradox. The paradox got its name from the casual conversations among 4 physicists. In 1950, Italian-American physicist Enrico Fermi, Hungarian-American physicist Edward Teller, Polish-American physicist Emil John Konopinski, and American physicist Herbert York joined for a lunch. Suddenly, Enrico Fermi blurted out, "Where is everybody?" Since everyone was there, so there was a laughter in the room. Clearly, Fermi was talking about the extraterrestrial being. We may call this paradox as Fermi paradox, but Fermi was not the first one or the last one to ask this question. Few before him and many after him have asked the same question. But the major question is, if anyone is there in the distant planet, can we really be able to know them? Do we have those technology to observe their existence? Our greatest technology of today is not good enough to see the direct evidences like photosynthetic plant or air pollution in the atmosphere of the distant planet. So we have to rely on the indirect evidences. We are familiar with only one kind of life and only one home, and that is our Earth. As far as we know about the origin of life on the Earth, the water was instrumental. So in order to host life, a planet must be in a habitable zone, which is a region around a star where the planet could get perfect amount of heat to maintain the liquid water on its surface. Several telescopes are being used to find those habitable exoplanets. Among those telescopes, the most advanced is the James Webb Telescope, recently launched by NASA. It is a giant world-finding machine. It has already found a planet which is 8.6 times massive as Earth, called K218b. This planet has the potential to possess a hydrogen-rich atmosphere and a water-ocean covered surface. The planet orbits a cool dwarf named K218 in the habitable zone. All of these are happening about 120 light years away from the Earth. What about our own solar system? I know a place in our own backyard which has all the primary conditions to host the life. But the place is not any planet. This is Cassini, a space detective sent by NASA in 1997 to investigate the kingdom of Saturn. Once she was inspecting the Enceladus, one of the Saturn's moon. She noticed something interesting. Like every detective, Cassini has some special gadgets. One of those was the magnetometer. This gadget sensed the magnetic field around it. The graph of the data sent by the magnetometer showed a tiny bump in the smooth curve. That should not be there, because the surface of the Enceladus is very smooth, and that makes it the most reflecting surface in the solar system. Clearly, the bump was indicating that something was happening in the surface of Enceladus. What could be that? So to watch properly, Cassini was instructed to move closer to the surface of Enceladus, which could be dangerous for a spacecraft, because if Cassini went too close, Enceladus might not like her close inspection, and it could pull her by its gravity and destroy her by hitting her on its surface. But Cassini was a woman on a mission. She went close, but still kept the safe distance, just like a true spy. From that distance, she could take clear pictures. One of the pictures she took blew everyone's mind. This is one of the most significant pictures taken from space. It could be a messenger of life. The plumes you are watching are nothing but dozens of small and big water jets coming off the surface of the south pole of Enceladus. The question was, where were those water jets coming from? Because the surface of Enceladus is made of hard, smooth, solid ice. One of the Cassini's gadgets acted like a human nose. It sensed the smell of hydrogen gas in those spewing jets of water vapor. It also found some mixture of gases like carbon dioxide, methane, ammonia. It is the evidence of a process called hydrothermal activity. Research showed that deep under Enceladus's frozen surface, there is a massive liquid saltwater ocean. The ocean water circulates through the sea floor where it is heated and interacts chemically with the rock. This water, loaded with hydrogen, methane and other organic molecules, then pours into the ocean, creating chimney-like vents. Then massive geysers spray water vapor and ice particles about 15 km into the space. This is technically called hydrothermal activity, which was previously known to exist only in Earth. I told you earlier that the origin of life requires three primary conditions: liquid water, right kind of chemical condition, and source of energy. All those three conditions are provided by the hydrothermal activity. So you can say that the interior ocean of Enceladus is very much potential to host life. We are searching very hard to find our intelligent friend from a distant planet, but we have not succeeded yet. There are three possible solutions to this so-called Fermi paradox. The first one is that they are too far to contact. The diameter of our universe is about 93 billion light years. we are sending radio signals just over a century. So our presence could be detected only within 100 light years. And the same limitation applies for the chance of receiving signal from them. Because no matter how technologically advanced a civilization is, it cannot send message faster than the speed of light. Another possibility is that maybe we are the only one in our timeline. One study estimated that the chance of existence of other civilizations in the universe is about 92%, but throughout the history of time. So the other civilizations similar to us may not yet born in our timeline, or it could be destroyed before the earth came into existence. In fact, it is possible that only one civilization could emerge in one timeline, and in our timeline, we are that one. You may not feel good to know the third hypothesis, but I am sure you can relate to it. Maybe the aliens are more intelligent than us. Perhaps they want to communicate with us just like we communicate with the other animals. They may be observing, keeping us captivated in the solar system without letting us know. Sounds similar to something in our society, isn't it? Yes, you have guessed it correct. A zoo. Some scientists are speculating that the aliens are observing us just like we observe the other animals in the zoo. It feels weird to think us as captivated animals in zoo, but we are doing the same things with the other species. Have we ever tried to know how do they feel about this? Do we even have the right to do so in the name of science and conservation? I don't know. I think they will be better conserved in the lap of Mother Nature. Nature will take care of them better than humans.